Elium has you escaping from a medieval prison, and I've been really enjoying it. This prison is nuts. It's really large with tons of rooms. From the outside, it must be something to really see. How the hell these guards aren't always lost is beyond me, but I never stop to ask them, so maybe they are. Usually I try and sneak up on them for a stealthy kill, but they spot me because of my impatience. Then I kill them, so we never really go into how their job is. Anyway, Elium gets an A+ for game feeling. Sneaking up on guards to hopefully kill them creates so much tension. Waiting in the shadows for just the right moment to start sneaking up, and hopefully they don't turn around. I really enjoy kicking people over the edge, either into a pit or just the ground below. It's extremely satisfying. The combat is really important too, since you don't get much health. There is serious consequence for getting hit, as your health doesn't replenish automatically, only after you complete a level. Also, it doesn't fully replenish, so your future success could be affected. Keep in mind, progress is only saved after completing a level. These factors make it so you don't want to fail and lose your progress. Because of this, I've become a lot more careful, trying to sneak more when normally I might slice my way through every room. I've had some seriously fun and intense moments during a sword fight where I thought I was going to fail but won against all the odds. It has that combat where if you move the mouse a little bit in any direction, the sword will swing that way. Think Mountain Blade, or even more recently, Kingdom Come. It's tried and true, a good way to do the combat. It's just in the heat of the moment I end up swinging my sword around like a crazy person, trying to hit anything. I'm supposed to be a skilled swordsman. Elium balances this out with endurance, so you are punished for missing too much. That said, I've never felt that I didn't have enough endurance. As with most games, you can wait a moment for it to start replenishing. There's also a parry system, which you need to right-click the entire time the attack is happening. Otherwise, you'll take damage or drop your sword. That's a harrowing experience. It's really difficult to pick up your sword when someone is trying to chop off your head. I usually end up trying to punch them to death instead. Luckily, the enemies follow the same rules as you, so feel free to knock the sword out of their hand. It's awesome. Although, they're much better at picking it up again. There is one benefit to killing the guards. It's taking their gear. I end up not wearing full armor in hopes that it helps me generate less sound for stealth. Although I'm not sure why I bother, since I always get caught. It seems as I progress, the later guards have better swords for me though, which is nice. The gear has durability, so I keep a few extras on my person, but you can't carry everything, there's a weight limit. It seems to me that you could skip all this and sneak by the guards. I think complete stealth is a legitimate option for beating the game. What would a prison break be without releasing some of the other prisoners to help you out? Oh yeah, of course, you can release other prisoners and they will follow you to the exit, but more importantly, help you defeat the guards on the way. They're pretty helpful, but have a pitiful amount of health points. They can also get in the way, and I regret to inform you that I've killed a few so far. Sorry. Since you can loot all the guards, it would be a good idea to carry some extras on your person so you can equip the other captives too. I end up giving them all the heavy armor to keep them alive longer, which doesn't interfere with your stealth because they will stop following you when you switch to stealth and wait for you to enter combat before helping. It's awfully nice of them to come running into the room to help. Sometimes they do get a little confused and get stuck, but I run back and it seems to just kind of fix itself. It would be all for nothing if you weren't going through this cool prison. It's a randomly generated layout made up of handcrafted rooms. It's the best of both worlds, since randomly generated rooms can get a little weird. But now you're wondering how much the rooms repeat and if it gets boring. Well, it's definitely a little less exciting each time, but there's only one way in and one way out of the room. Where the entrances and exits are switch when the layout is generated. The other alternatives are blocked off. It's smart because even if you feel comfortable in the room, you still need to figure out where the exit is and take care of the guard. Can't just sneak right to the known exit door. This does make the game kind of linear since there's only one pathway through the entire game. I'm kind of happy though, since running down one path and having it be a dead end, that wouldn't be so much fun. So far, all the rooms have had interesting layouts. Some of them are extremely spacious and have multiple platforms on different levels. One time I kicked a guy off a ledge and he landed very close to another guard, which kind of ruined my idea of sneaking up on the other guy. While Elium might get an A+ for game feeling, I need to give it a lower grade for execution. The gameplay can get a bit janky and there are no rebindable keys. Unfortunate when some of the keys are on a numpad that my keyboard doesn't have. I have to say though, overall, for a one-man team, it's really good. Anyway, so sometimes the game doesn't act like you would expect. The AI isn't great, so when they spot my prisoner cohorts first, they'll run right by me even though I'm closer. This also makes ganging up on the guards a lot easier. They kind of get confused who to attack, which just makes it a lot easier. It makes sense from a real-world perspective, but not for the game. Especially if you mostly use the kick, it seems really overpowered. It keeps the guard away from you and hurts them. By the time they come back to you and start attacking, you'll have plenty of endurance to kick again. It's not a fun strategy, but very safe. I'm also having trouble actually getting close enough to complete a stealth kill. I feel like either there's not enough time to get close, or the distance I need to stand is too close. It's annoying, but it could also be a style choice since making it too easy would greatly change the difficulty of the game. Generally speaking, I'm not that upset. It's just in the moment when I thought I would get it for once, you know? Overall, Elium is a lot of fun. Kicking a guard off a ledge is just about the best feeling. Sure, it's got some weirdness, and yeah, those bars on the side are a little distracting, but you get used to it. If you do pick this up, expect stealth and waiting for guard patrols. Also, there's a bit of a learning curve figuring out the combat and stealth. I had to fail the first floor a few times to get the hang of it. I really enjoyed Elium, more than I thought I would. This one-man dev team did a great job. I would recommend this for people willing to look past the small bumps who love prison games or action games or sword combat. Thanks for watching.